More Stacks-A-Milli photos are finally going to be up on Google and all that. A lot of ones that were on the Instagram, my best headshots, all that. He needs to be in a mortgaged house, eh? A big mortgaged house. We've seen that when I rented from some people like a Mr. Herrera who only has one headshot, who is jealous of all how sheerly how wealthy I was going to be here in Canada. If he could get a mortgage for a $300 or $400 or $500,000 house, then Stacks-A-Milli is going to have the $17 million house. That's all I know. Because that's the way he acted when he rented me the Airbnb. You've seen how much it affected him that I was a young man here in Canada. So when I seen how it had that much effect, I just know how strong my mortgage and everything will be. My business plan's way better than these smaller competitors. Did it upload all these photos that I meant to get? I didn't choose too many, just the ones that I want to start, more ones that I want to start popping up on Google and all that. He had the energy to upload some ones to Blogspot. It makes a big difference, I'll tell you. It makes a big difference. You know, I don't let that auntie. I learned a lot about some of my family. That auntie, she destroyed two of my hard drives, and it wasn't anything funny. It was a time for more seriousness, and she acted like a child, and she ruined Big Macs for herself, and she ruined Big Macs for Arthur. And no wonder Arthur's no longer around. They like to bite the hands that feed them. She wanted to talk all this biblical, putting her head down and all that. Hey, there were files on there that people are mad about. There were files on there, bud. Files. Important files that Carolyn. Well, that's why she isn't known as nothing. She's known as this lady that's close to her life expectancy. That's who she is. She's a lady that's close to her life expectancy. So as we watch her life unfold, you won't be able to see her life unfold. They generally keep that under the covers, you know, like, did we get to see Queen Elizabeth's dead body? No, we didn't. So there's certain ones, you know, that you don't get to see, you know. I'll throw some Bel Air in there, some hot dogs from that place that I went and got. Why is there Bel Air? Because I was drinking it. Stuff's great. Bel Air Rosé, Bel Air Blue. We had that big Bel Air Blue Fest and all that I attended and all that. So other than that or whatever, you don't know Bel Air like I know Bel Air. Maybe one day I'll even do a Bel Air review and show the Bel Air. What about that? I'll even throw Gotti in it because Gotti's a big part of it. I'll even throw Thompson in it on the Gold Eagle because he's a big part of the story. Without that picture to add on to be one of those searchables or whatever, it ruins a whole story part to it or whatever. So we got me here in London or whatever. We got some other videos. You'll see those more. Here's some good Mafia ones I like. Here's one at the casino. Here's one during Christmas. I'll do some family ones because he's a big family guy too. We got ones where I'm sitting here like this. That's a really nice one. No, it's not all about some security. Some people are saying, What's it all about? No, that was just one guy, that got in front of my big parade. Anyways, we got Tower, we got don't go near me, I said. Self-defense. Don't go anywhere near me. I have my own apartment now. He's not anywhere near all those poor people anymore. Those people were so goddamn poor. It was unfucking believable. Unfucking believable how poor those people are. Those people were the poorest people I had ever met in my entire life, and I will not ever see them again. Those people are poor. Those people are poor as hell. This was back in the dump Trump days, eh? We were dumping Trump. Donald Trump. And NBA YoungBoy got to go to prison. Yeah, he didn't do as well as you thought. He didn't do as well as you think he did when it comes to that. Or else he wouldn't have went to jail, bud. He was in jail. That's pathetic. He's in jail, you know what I mean? If you went to jail, then you're either a kid, you're either a child, an idiot, or a slave. All right, when you go to jail. We even got my buddy, what's his name? I'll even add what's his name in there because it'll go with the theme. We'll even throw this Gotti album in to mix in with it. And I'll throw another Bel Air. We'll even throw Saggy to kind of mix up the image thing. Because there's an image algorithm thing that searches everybody. I'll throw Ernkel. I'll throw Merc in there. He'll throw maybe Asteroid because it's going to be that 2035. They're saying it's the end of the world. So I'll throw that in there. I'll throw Hillsburg. I could throw that. That'll match me to Hillsburg and all that. We'll throw McDouble or whatever with the McDonald's in it. We'll throw the one with me like this. We'll throw this one in. This one. We'll throw in Brian Pumper. And that Dame guy from that one thing. We'll do a couple cardies on it and offset to throw in that. Top 5, we'll throw him in. I got a couple JPEGs in. Gunplay, we'll do the back tat. Soldier Boy, I got a couple exclusive images of Soldier. Nobody else has these images. Nobody else. I'm the only one with them. Same with of AOKD. I got some exclusive pictures of AOKD. He's got more exclusive of Soldier Boy. We was on the live. I was capturing exclusives and whatever. We got Blue Jays. We got this guy. We got J-Main. I'll throw him in. I got some exclusives of Fat Joe sitting in front of his thing. We got Rose into something or whatever. But other than that, I guess we'll add a couple Schindler's Listy ones because I did some stuff on Schindler's List. We got this one of me sitting there. That's all right. We got Jesse Ridgway. I want to mix in with him a bit. We got Kyle Reister. We'll add him into the mix. Mimo and Just Blow. We'll add them into the mix because I want to mix into their brands a bit. We got this one. We got Sock Boy. Used to play that. Gunplay. We got the orange one that goes with a couple of the new ones he's been doing. We got Young Dolph. That was a big thing in the career, whatever. So I had a lot of these Young Dolphs and shit. Kyle Rittenhouse. We got me when I was eating soup. That'll get people going. We got my cat. He was a big thing. He's a big thing with the Minecraft bag, so I'll make sure to put that. Police. We got Sergeant Arsenal. Start mixing into his little thing with the Pappy and all that. We got King Yella. We got this guy. He's a musician, whatever. Cold Forward. That should be enough, I think, to mix in. We got Rittenhouse when he beat it or whatever. I had that. I already added to that one. We got Mugshot of Gunplay. I had that one. We got Island Boys. They're big into it's a mixture with them already. Whenever I search Stacks and Millie, Island Boys comes up. Whenever you search Island Boys, Stacks and Millie comes up. We got Lollipop and all that. I'll mix that in. And then I just want a couple more of me, myself. Where are we? Up a little bit. We got this one showing like a girl Stacks and Millie. Got what was the good one? You got Kamal. I guess I can mix her in. I heard about Kamala back in 2013. We got I was talking to Russell, and then they hopped on the thing or whatever government line. They said, yeah, there's this Kamala Harris. They're saying it's going to be the next vice or whatever. So I heard about that one years ago. We got this. We got this. We got this. He's more mature now. He's more mature now, Kamala. He's way more mature. I took it easy on them boys out there, And Callie, Russell, Juma, one of my best friends. One of my best friends. He even said it himself. I heard him. He just said that Staxamilly is one of his best friends in life or whatever. But congratulations to him. He's got his new wife and all that. The last I talked to him, he did, so I'm not sure. But we got that one's already famous on the Google or whatever. We got this one. I'm sitting on a thing. We got this one. This one. There's one of Gotti. That's a famous one of Gotti already. We got some sheltery ones. We got this Judith Esposito one. This one makes me look super old or whatever, but maybe I'll post it. I'll post it on here. We got this one with a dog. We got this one I liked. I don't know. There's so many. We also got this one when that man died. Oh, I was drinking at this place. Somewhere in Brampton, you drink. Ooh. Yeah, somewhere in Brampton, you drink. Arby's, he did that. He's ready for round 3 soon, but not anytime soon. But he is one day, round 3. Hamburger, when I had the gosh dang Wendy's. Shout out to Wendy's. Wendy's was big. These pictures. This one when I had the broken tooth. Why not? Anyways. Come on, Stash. What else? This one, Facebook, Google. All right, open. I don't think it's going to get all of them, but maybe some. Hopefully. Woo! Ric Flair. Shout out to him. He's big on my thing. Ric Flair. Big shout out Barack Obama. He wouldn't be who he is today without Barack Obama. I swear he wouldn't. Same with the other ones. Same with Joe Biden and Donald J. Shout out to Donald J. You should have seen this lip infection. I was dealing with this lip infection a couple of years ago, eh? It was horrible. It was absolutely horrible. He's got a lot more tattoos than I remember, and this one reminds me of a lot of girls, eh? And she's right on my arm. There's a lot of women from Canada all the way down to the U.S. and men that tattoo reminds me of. It's a lot of people. I seen him today, eh? Oh, I don't know how I'll do it, but there was a Dairy Queen advertisement, and then there was him. He loves his NASCAR. I said that before. He's a great neighbor. He's one of my best neighbors. He reminds me of my own father and all that. But I'm tired from just time goes so fast. I hope to be able to one day get some more videos, but that's by chance. He likes living his own life, eh? He's got his own life. He's got his own wife and kids. I had a dad. I was a kid before, so I know what it was like. I want to one day be a dad, eh? That's my dream, is to one day be a father and all that. But right now, it's not my time to be a father. It's other people's time. Drake has a new son, Adonis. He's raising them. They said, Stacks, you're supposed to be this guy for the kids. So I said, all right, I'll run that role. But eventually, I want to be a dad too and all that. But it's hard being a dad. And it costs a lot of dang money. You got to sacrifice for the kids. But luckily, we have guys like that. Even Mike Buddy. Even Mike Buddy is a dad. That Mike Buddy. Yeah, Mike Buddy's a dad. All that. But I've been through a lot, eh? I've had kids too. I was a teacher for many years. I taught many kids from the time I was 18 until the time I was 25 or 26 or whatever. I was teaching a lot of kids, taught a lot of kids. But I don't hang around with that Mike anymore. He's a thief, eh? He steals people's phones. Jim makes up fake lies or whatever. They tried to swat me again or whatever. It didn't work out for him. He's from Hillsburg. He knows how it works. They thought I was like some fucking idiot, eh? No, he knows Donald Trump for real. All right? Since you guys were that, we identified you as those ones. If you're scared of Donald, you'll be scared of me. Trust me. If you're scared of Donald, you'll be scared of him. Because for the same reasons you'd be scared of Donald, you'd be scared of me, you know. So shout out to me. Shout out to Top 5, eh? He got caught without it. TPS caught him without it. Shout out to the 2 TPSs that just got smoked. Fucking goofs. 2 fucking goofs out in fucking Toronto just got smoked. I seen my uncle. Funny thing is, my uncle was the lead guy or whatever doing the spokesperson. We got Toronto back, eh? It wasn't my family that died though. We seen who died. It was some fucking Ching Chong Chewy. So fuck those people. You know how you tried to treat us in COVID-19? Like we're going to be sympathetic and forget about how I fucking got treated at the Chinese spotting thing? We know you people. Shout out to the TPS and the ones that died. We remember. We didn't go nowhere. Zellers is coming back. You thought you misconstrued it all. Like Zellers and Sears and all that wasn't going to come back and all that. You're crazy. You're the reason why Target stores didn't even fucking do anything in Canada. If they were working with Stacks and Millie, we would have been doing legal numbers with the Target. There would have been people loving Target, people shopping at Target, enjoying Target. You get the best of both worlds with me. I'm not all the way one way and he's not all the way the other. He's not Adolf Hitler, nor is he even very much related. I'm not very much related to Adolf. He's not. He's a Canadian citizen, just as Arsenal, just as Rittenhouse was an American citizen. But other than that, look at the stew I got to. I'm not eating stew tonight, but I did enjoy a wonderful stew. That was around the Rittenhouse. When they were doing the Rittenhouse, I had this stew, and I remember I said, wow, this stew, they'd be jealous of that stew. There was ones jealous. Even the judge, I think, had. But no, that was my once in a while stew. They removed me off Instagram. They said, he's eating too good during this time or whatever. He's eating stew there, barely eating cookies and all that from Nikitas and all that. They said, he can't be on Instagram. Little did they know, well, actually, it was a God blessing because that's when I started my music and all that. They got me off of the Instagram. He started outputting his energy to the music because that's all it is. It's your energy. He had all his energy into the Instagram. The administration, they were really smart. They said he's going to be pissed for the first 1 or 3 days, but then he's going to be doing YouTube videos. He'll be doing music. He'll be doing all that. So then that's what happened. But now I still got all my Instagram stuff. So he'll be back on it. It was the same method Phil Thompson used back in Teeswater. It was, you know what it's called? It's called the old kick him on the ass out the door, whatever, to learn the hard way or whatever. They did that there, but enough of that. We've came to our normality again. It's good to kick them right on the ass, and I didn't mind it. It was about time Stacks and Millie got a good kick on the rear end and had to, because I had it good all the way since I was a kid, and then I became successful on my own when I was 18. And I started paying my own rent, having all the money, being able to feed myself, all at my own discretion. I started out in a family just like anybody. Dad, I had to wait for him and whatever to finish the meal for the night till 9 p.m. Finally get a little bit to eat or whatever. Dad would take me out for kids' meal every once. I came up from that too, That's what I was. Now he works his butt off on the computer. He's a programmer. He does videos. Website developer. I'm a designer, investor. Looking for an angel investor. Jeremy was supposed to be that angel, but it didn't work out with him. I'm looking for a better angel. Jeremy was a perfect angel, but just at the time it didn't work out. Anyways, angel, publish, boom, angel. Yeah, he's working on these gosh dang blog spots. I love this one where you're in front of a. I used to wonder what the heck are all these. I would get jealous. Dang, this guy's so rich. He's got all this. No, it just takes time. First you take your photo and then you upload it to the internet and all that. I had videos and photos of my mom. See, that's why we know my mom isn't capable, because she had all these photos and videos from Canada when we were young. That was the Queen's huge investment. And my mom went retarded and started going after against the Queen and she lost all of the videos of my brother, me, and all that. She wanted to be this evil person or whatever. And that's who Valerie is. She's my evil mom. Everybody knows she's like this evil lady. She doesn't care about anybody's stomach. She would steal pills. She would hurt people at her job. She used to be a nurse. Then she lost her nursing career. She became like this criminal with my brother. Then the police killed my brother's girlfriend because they were trying to rob people and all that. And then now they've put them back in their place where they're supposed to be a mother and brother again and all that. Everybody knows the whole story. My dad stole the inheritance and he lives down in Tennessee and all that. We all know that whole story. It's famous on the internet. Millions of people know the story. All right. I have lots of friends that lived all over the internet that they know that. And people. It's what pays my rent, and all that, and gets me all my extras. They're wondering, how's he get all these extras? My story. I have a story with royalties on it. My story makes money. Damn right. Damn right. That's what they owe him. That is what they owe this guy, Damn right they owe me. They owe me so much goddamn money, it's unfucking believable. Thank you to my ODSP. My ODSP is different than your ODSP. I don't know about your bank account isn't my bank account. We all get the same amount or whatever. We all get the same amount, but what you choose to buy is what you choose to buy. It has nothing to do with what we choose to buy. I mean, look at this guy. He has got a cool shirt with the Guns N' Roses, and he has this much nicer example than somebody like that Jim. That Jim is not a good example of what ODSP is. There's way better examples like this guy. He's in a wheelchair. He has his proper clean new wheelchair. with everything. That Jim guy smokes cigarettes, puts it all on his chair, alcohol. He's not a good example of what life we should have here on ODSP in Ontario or Ottawa or Quebec or wherever they have these things. Like my ODSP, I don't know what it's called in other provinces. I haven't done my research. I'm happy just to live here in Ontario on my ODSP. That's enough research I need to do, but it's pretty understandable that every province has a social assistance and all that. I don't even claim my extra diet allowance that I should be. Eventually, I hope to get that. That's something I just have to go to a doctor and get. Most people already have that, so most people are ahead of me, eh? So just keep pushing. Yeah, just keep pushing. There's that guy that got slain, eh, in Toronto. We used to call that fucking around with the fuck around. It was like, don't go fucking around with the fuck around. Don't go fuck. I don't know if you know there's a law, that says if you're in Canada and you're Asian and your family attacks people, they'll be killed by the military. I guess you didn't know that. Anyways, Doug Ford. We love that guy. He just increased our Ontario disability. Yeah, Ontarians, born here, raised here, and all that. Hey, we're still here. Same with the Quebecans and all the other ones. MPPs and all that. I'm part of an MPP family, eh? Doug Ford, MPP, he's family. And then Lisa Thompson, MPP, is family. Those are two people that are genetically related to Stacks and Millie. And because I'm a lot like that Phil, I'm genetically related to that Phil Thompson, who's cousins to Lisa. And then it's funny because my actual cousin, who's certified, who I already knew about, works with Gailey and all that, and that happens to be Thompson's. He's related to Thompson MPP. He's related to Doug Ford through my Susan Wilson. My auntie Susan Wilson looks just identical. We're genetically related. We're back to the geneticism of it, I guess. Which for a long time we were big into equality. We weren't much into it. Then it got to a time where, yeah, we started to look at who's family and who's foe, or who's friend and who's foe. And I think Doug said that before, who's friend and who's foe. And we met who's friend and who's foe, and we know who it is. And we're goddamn living good now. We're living more than good. Make America, or no. Make Canada great again. He did that. Then he built Canada better. He did that too. And look at the smile on him. He's got a good one. Guess who's got a nice smile again too? Stacks and Millie does. They wanted to tarnish his smile and all that. He's got a beauty. And who's responsible for my beautiful smile? Doug Ford. He's the one that. So watch who's against Doug Ford, eh? Because they'll be wanting to assassinate him just like his brother. His brother started messing with those Drizzy Drake Rogers guys, those JJs and all that. Those are the JJs that killed his own brother. So if he goes with those JJs, he's killing himself. He knows who they are. He's smarter than his brother. He said that before. He said his brother messed up, but he ain't messing up. One way his brother messed up was hanging out with those goddamn ones. You know what ones we're talking about. The ones that want to yell at Doug's ear and all that and say and tell him who he's family with and who's he's friend. No. Let him figure it out himself. And he does that. And he did that. And will continue to do that. And I'm the guy that's dancing now. All right. So we loved when Rob danced, and now it's me dancing, unfortunately, because they say Rob passed away. I have a hard time believing Rob passed away. John Tory, he's great too. He's the new mayor of Toronto. Toronto has been getting a lot. London as well. I said that in another video that London was way cleaner than I remember. It was like, wow. They really brought them in. They got the real Torontonians in, the real Londonaires, because they got a casino there, so I called them a Londonaire. Yeah, they got the correct people in their position now. But now we have other people in other positions that are lower than the head positions. The head positions like Doug, the mayor, and all that. Like people like you and me, or people like you and not me. People that not even like an Andrew Scheer or a Justin or a Jagmeet, just people everyday workers. They're just equally as important here in Canada as our head figures, our nurses. You know, having a name, being a somebody, having the picture or whatever that you want, your name, that's a thing too. Your identity. And everybody that works here in Canada and everything legally like that, you can have an identity and create your identity one piece at a time. Your game accounts, your business accounts, your bank accounts, your stock trading account, everything will happen with time. Not even me, who's been here in Canada for 28 years, has his stock trading account yet. That's something they say you start building like when you're a little bit older. Like this guy right here would be more involved with the stocks, but he's there, he's helping you. He's also got investments elsewhere. You're the youngin' and you're just making a name for yourself. Or you're come from a certain time and you're just back, or not back, but you're new here to Canada and you're just creating that real legitimacy of what a person is here in Canada. And there's lots of people like that. There's people that have already done that from all different walks of life here in Canada or whatever. Like there's all different walks of life. Everybody is living in their own life here in Canada or in the United States. It takes time to reassimilate and reintegrate, or just integrate to begin with. Some people integrate all different ways when they first a lot of there's a lot of like festivities, there's a lot of walking around. Sometimes even there's displays. You have ones that are nurses and doctors and all that have great skills. And one thing they need is people with some great skills. If you got skills here in Canada, you will succeed.